Hi, this is Tim with smallscalerc.com and rcnoob.com. Got a fun release to go over today. It is the latest FCX18 model from FMS. This is the FCX18 K10 Chevy pickup truck. Looks fantastic. And information on this has kind of been trickling out from FMS for a while now, but it's finally out, finally available. Looks fantastic. If you are at all familiar with the older version of the K10, the 18th scaler from FMS, then this truck should look very familiar, especially this one down here, that red one with the white striping. What's different, though, is the chassis. Everything underneath has pretty much been overhauled, as they've done with the Land Cruiser 80 version of the FCX18, which I am a huge fan of. Fantastic platform, 2-speed transmission, battery that can keep going and going and going. Just a fun vehicle. So how is all that going to translate over to a pickup truck style? Well, we're going to find that out. So let's take a closer look at the FCX18 Chevy K10. Okay. Once everything's out of the box, this is what you get with the latest FCX18 model. Of course, you get the truck. You also get a 2.4 gigahertz transmitter. Very familiar. If you're familiar with FMS, this is what comes with a lot of their vehicles. And then you also get a battery charger, USB battery charger, a wheel wrench, and it looks like some license plate decals and stickers if you want to change out the one that's on there out of the box. There are 3 different color options for this truck. As I pointed out earlier, the red one is what the earlier version of the K10 18th scaler came with. There's also this really nice looking black one, and also a kind of a yellow goldish color, which I dig too. Very happy to get the black one. The black looks super sharp. I love this orange stripe. Very on brand for my color scheme, so I'm gonna roll with that. Very well styled, very well detailed. So all of your electronics for this truck are under the hood, just like with the LC80 version. Powering on the transmitter, we have steering, decent steering response. Saw some brake lights there, not bad. 2-speed transmission, that was in high. There's our low gear. And then you can also turn on the headlights, low, bright. Got some hazards. Turn everything off. But still have blinker lights. Or you can just turn all the LEDs off if you want to do that. So, again, if you have driven an FMS vehicle before, especially one of their smaller scale vehicles, 18th, 124th, 112th scale, you know that they throw a lot of LEDs and blinker lights and brake lights and other features like that into their trucks and vehicles. So very cool to see. This bumper, I just noticed, does have a trailer hitch, so you could, there might actually be a trailer hitch in here. Yep. So you can attach a trailer to this truck for even more small scale adventuring and utility. Nice deep detailed bed. You do see that they had to cut holes into the bed to get the suspension to come through. If you're a purist when it comes to scale, that might not be super acceptable, but it's an 18th scale truck. I'm gonna let it slide. And then our tailgate does lower, which is nice. So again, if you're going for that scale detail, you're loading this up with wood or other small scale accessories, you can easily do that. It makes taking pictures of this truck look really good too. I don't know if I'm going to get a good shot through into the cab. It does not have, oh, here, I'll just show you underneath. It does not have an interior per se, but it does have a dashboard with a steering wheel. FMS did release an interior tray for the LC80 FCX18. So who knows, we may see an interior tray come out for this truck, hopefully in the not too distant future. I'm going to take a quick look under the chassis of this truck. We have, just like with the FCX18 Land Cruiser, pardon, we have metal links. These are black. I think they started putting the Land Cruiser in black linkage as well. So metal suspension links, lowers, metal steering linkage on the steering setup, oil-filled shocks, which is nice, decent amount of flex. The tires do not have foams in them. So again, those are easily upgradable if that's something that you want to modify. The doors do not open at all. The hood's the only opening thing, along with that rear tailgate. So if you're looking for super scale, you may have to do a little bit of work to get this to do everything that you want. I'm sure I will do some customization to it, possibly different wheels, possibly different tires. Since I have this out, let's just do a quick comparison with some other 18th scale vehicles. Let's compare it to its FCX18 stablemate, the LC80. The LC80, a lot smaller. Surprisingly, a lot smaller than this truck. Wheelbase on the truck is longer. Overall height, taller. So it's definitely a bigger vehicle than the LC80. Let's get the LC80 out of here. Let's go TRX4M Bronco. And then even if I can get that guy to fit in the screen. I mean, this is a little bigger than that as well, body-wise. It's kind of interesting to look at. And then finally, let's see how the High Trail compares. So I'm lining up the back axle, or the back wheel, to give you a length comparison here. And this one actually surprised me the most. The fact that the High Trail is so much smaller than this. I've compared the FCX24 Blazer to the High Trail before, and those two are very close in terms of their outward appearance and scale and size. But this is definitely a big truck. I don't know if you'd go crawling with it, if it's more of a trail vehicle. Again, the 2-speed transmission, that long battery, you're going to be able to drive this for quite a while and have a lot of fun with it. I'm sure of that. Without even putting this thing through anything rigorous, I can tell you that it should be a fun truck. Very lightweight. Again, if you're going to crawl with it, you may want to throw some weight onto the axles or weight the wheels or do something with it. But just as a trail vehicle, as just a fun scale machine, I think you could have a blast with it in stock condition as well. Do a little crawling test. Come on. A long wheelbase might give you some issues. Thankfully, we've got 2-speed, so we can punch over whatever we have to deal with. And I have to say that 2-speed transmission, that high gear, is phenomenal. Really enjoy running the LC80 in that gear. Super fast, super speedy. Just fun. Excellent little trail truck. Or just if you're going for a hike, bring it with you and just throw her in high gear and go. I've done that a couple times and really have had an enjoyable experience with the FCX18 in that high gear. So just a little tip, if you're into the outdoors and you want to go for a little hike with your truck, makes it easy to do. I don't have pricing on this vehicle right now. I believe it would be $179.99, just based on the other FCX18 model, and will be available on the FMS website starting today. So head on over there if you want to get even more details and for a kind of continuing saga of this truck specifically, make sure you visit smallscalerc.com. I will have a just an ongoing series on this truck and the FCX18 platform overall, so make sure you do that. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please give it a like and make sure you hit that subscription bell or subscribe button and the bell so you get notified whenever I release a new video. Again, my name is Tim. I run rcnoob.com and smallscalerc.com. So if you're into small scale stuff like this little truck, head on over there and check it out. If you're into RC overall, head over to rcnoob.com for even more goodness.